Hi guys, today we're in the historical town of Varese in northern Italy in the province of Lombardy. And we decided to start our tour through Varese up here on the sacred mountain of Varese, which is one of the 9 sacred mountains in northern Italy that was inscribed on the UNESCO World Heritage list back in 2003. The monastic complex that we're in was built in the early 1600s, so there's a lot of history here. And what's more, it's not overrun by tourists. It's very quiet, so it's a place for calm and reflection, and of course, worship as well. So today on our tour through Varese, we will begin here in this historical landmark that is sitting high above the city of Varese. After exploring the impressive sacred mountain complex, we will make our way into town to stroll through Varese's historical core. From there, we will head west to the shores of Varese Lake, where we will finish our tour. On the way up to the sacred mountain, we passed through some of Varese's upscale and leafy suburbs. For pilgrims, the Church of the Immaculate Conception is the first stop on the way up the mountain. The Rosary Arch, a little further up the road, marks the entrance to the UNESCO World Heritage Site. From here, you can walk 2 kilometers up a cobblestone pilgrim's trail, past 14 chapels, to the small medieval village of Santa Maria del Monte at the top. This is also where the sanctuary is located. The chapels and the Pilgrim's Trail were built in the early 1600s to offer people an alternative to a pilgrimage to the Holy Land. The most important local artists and architects of the time were involved in designing and decorating these religious buildings. Parts of the sanctuary of Santa Maria del Monte date back as far as the year 992. Archaeological records even suggest that this was a place of worship even before that, probably as early as the 5th or 6th century. But there's more to Santa Maria del Monte than the sanctuary. For us, it was interesting just to walk through the narrow alleyways to see what we would discover. As we walked through the village, we also came across places for quiet reflection. The sacred mountain sits on one of the peaks of a mountain range known as the Campo dei Fiori, which translates into Field of Flowers, named after the wildflowers, including orchids, that grow there. If you would like to visit the sacred mountain, you can either walk up the Pilgrim's Trail, catch the funicular railway, or take the bus or car. We started our tour of downtown at one of Varese's main squares, the Piazza del Podestà. The
The stunning Arco Mira dates back to the mid-1800s. It connects the commercial part of downtown with all the shops to Varese's spiritual and historical heart. Piazza San Vittore on the other side of the arch is dominated by the Basilica of San Vittore. Next to it is the famous Bernasconi Bell Tower, which was completed in 1631 and remains Varese's tallest building to this day. The Basilica of San Vittore was built in the 16th century, but stands on a site that was used for worship possibly as early as the 5th century. The basilica boasts a white marble altar, as well as side chapels and ceilings that are covered in spectacular frescoes. The central dome towers above the altar and is lavishly decorated with paintings of different biblical scenes. This ornate church, with its magnificent artwork, altars, sculptures, and stained glass windows, is a unique heritage site that is well worth visiting. But we also wanted to showcase another side of Varese.
So we've had a chance to explore some of the history of Varese, up the sacred mountain and also in Varese town itself. Now we're wanting to conclude our tour around Varese, and we're here a few kilometers outside of town at Varese Lake. We're wanting to show you some of this lake. I'm not sure how much we'll be able to show you because there is a thunderstorm approaching, but we will take you along and show you as much of this lake as we can.
One of the most popular activities is to go on a bike ride once around the lake. The tour is roughly 30 kilometers long and follows a well-formed bike trail past some nice cafes where you can sit and relax. We would have loved to spend more time here and enjoy some of the sights along the lake, but the weather had other plans. As the thunderstorm was rumbling closer, we got treated to an impromptu display of lightning and thunder. A pretty awe-inspiring way to finish the day.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this adventure, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on our next epic travel journey. Let's discover the world together, one amazing destination at a time.